Welcome to Cooking with Andrea. Today we are going to be making my garlic bread, wonderful pepperoni pizza, French bread style. So I had a piece of French bread left over from yesterday. We only used the one half. So what I'm going to do is a lot of times I make my own garlic spread, but you know me, I've showed you guys this before. This is my go-to when I don't have any made. Not only that, or if I'm making, I just like to use this one. I grew up eating this one. My mom and dad used to use it all the time. So I just love this one. And sometimes, this always has a good flavor. I make mine good too, but you can't beat what you're used to and what you grew up with. So you can change some things, but don't change everything, is how we say. I took it out as best I could. Now I'm going to use the new one. So I had a couple things. It's grocery day in a couple days, so getting some of my stuff that I've had in the fridge for a while. Although things don't last too long in our fridge here. It goes pretty fast. So I'm just giving this a nice liberal coat of my garlic spread. I love this garlic spread. I love to use it on my sandwiches, when I'm toasting my breads. Sometimes when I'm making my Italian grilled cheese sandwiches, I'll use this. But this is just really delicious. And it's just going to add a layer of flavor. That's all it's doing. I have my oven heated, and it has been heating for about 30 minutes now on 400. Okay, so I've got it liberally spread the garlic. Now I'm going to take a little bit of Parmesan, and it's just, from my fridge. It's just Parmesan. And then I'm going to take some Pecorino, and I'm going to put it right on there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to end up going to the oven and baking this for about 8 minutes. So it gets all nice and delicious inside. Now this is my fresh cheese, and this is what I do here. This is so good. And it's just Andrea's way. This is just the way I like doing it. Nothing big, nothing special. So we're going to go to the oven for about 8 minutes. We'll be back. Welcome back. 8 minutes has passed. So this is what the bottom looks like. This is what the top looks like. And if you take a little piece just so you know what it tastes like, it's just basically like a garlic bread with some Pecorino cheese. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get our sauce. And I'm just going to put our sauce on. In my family, we like heavy sauce. We are a sauce people. Don't get crazy like I just did. Holy Toledo. Just spreading it all over the place. Okay, I'm going to get it spread in. Like I said, we like lots of sauce. And this is a good way to use the other half of your garlic bread if you have not. Otherwise, you can just freeze it. But, sometimes I fall into that trap where we won't eat as much bread. We just don't eat as much bread like we used to. And all of a sudden, I go to the freezer and I'll have 2 or 3 halves of bread. And I'm like, jeepers creepers, I got ahead of myself. Didn't check the freezer before I went and purchased again. So, I try to stay on my P's and Q's and get that done that way. And do it so we don't waste as much. And it never wastes. We do eat it. But no sense having it around if we don't really need it. Okay. So this one's going to be good enough for us. But like I said, we like a lot of sauce. That's why I actually put mine in the oven to help the garlic just become its own flavor. It's so delicious. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, making sure the pan's not hot. It's not hot. I'm going to take a little bit of garlic powder, not too much, but this is how I do my garlic spread. I use a little bit of fresh garlic and I use regular garlic. So I just do it even though I have a nice bottle of spread. Okay, so we're good there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my mozzarella cheese and I'm going to put it down. And I want to put it generously because it is a thick piece of bread. So I want it to have toppings and sauce. And you know what? I'm just going to actually put a little bit more sauce over here. I want this side. Looks like I have a little bit more over here than I do there. Like I said, you can't have too much. You're good. Unless you're not a sauce person, then you can have too much. But we are sauce people. So I'll clean the pan after I'm done putting the cheese on. This is such a good little snack. Get some stuff out of my fridge, my freezers, you know, and like I said, it's a good little snack for us during the day. It'll feed 3 of us easy. All right, we don't want to eat a lot. We just want a snack. Okay, so I'm going to turn it this way now. Looks fantastic. Make sure I got cheese everywhere. I do. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take pepperoni and generously put them on. And remember, this is just Andrea's way of doing it. If you have another way, just trying to add some ideas. I look at my ladies and I'm so grateful to all my people that I watch on my YouTube because they really give me ideas. Sometimes, you know, I mix the ingredients, or, you know, I use the ingredients I know my family likes. But boy, it sure is nice getting some ideas because, you know, after cooking all your life, I've been cooking a long time. I love to cook. But, you know, even I go, okay, what do we want this week? So by watching, you know, Viola, Betty, Peter, Betty, Linda B., and a whole bunch of the other ladies, Janine and all of them, sometimes I get some really good ideas and refreshes. And there's some people, please forgive me, I don't remember everybody's name, but there's a lot of people out there I watch, and I just love the things they do. Okay, that's a lot of pepperoni, so we're good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of my Parmesan, and I'm going to take just a little bit of mozzarella, and it needs to look like this though, otherwise you'll find out if you don't put enough toppings on, all of a sudden it'll just be more bread. But I'll tell you something, one thing, even if you didn't put enough toppings, the garlic is really going to help. It's going to, you know, make the flavor even pop more. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some basil. And you can use fresh basil, but I actually use dried because basil's one of those things. Some weeks, you know, depending on how work goes and stuff like that, you have time to use your fresh ingredients versus your dried ingredients. So I always keep dry. And then what I'm going to do is put a little bit of pecorino on top. Pecorino. And like I said, it's Andrea's way. Nothing fancy about this. But this is going to add some salt. Okay, we're going to go in the oven for another like 8 minutes, and then we'll be back. Okay, welcome back. It's out of the oven. 8 minutes later. Looking fantastic. Smells good. Cheese is all melted. Even a little bit of the pepperoni grease has come out. So it looks fantastic. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut in. And we are going to give it a try. And it is supposed to be crunchy like that. That is a very good sign. What I was trying to do, though, is cut it really nice. Because, you know, always the first part is the hardest because it's the ends of it. So I'm just going to dive right in. And I'm just going to give this a bite. Absolutely fantastic. We are very saucy people, so my sauce is coming out. The crust on the bottom is done. Nothing went to waste. Everything is going to be delicious, fast and easy. Most everything I already had, or I had everything on hand, and got rid of the pepperonis. Got rid of one of the sauces, got rid of one of my garlic spreads. Speaking of garlic spread, you can taste the taste. Inexpensive, nice and easy, just a snack lunch for us. If you like the content, if you would please like, share, and subscribe. I'd be very grateful. Look at that beautiful pizza. Have a good, blessed day today.